Wayne Clifford Bowden was born in 1948. Not much is known about his life before 1969, when he committed his first murder, other than that he was a male model before he was a salesman. Bowden is a killer rapist from Dundas, Ontario, Canada. He ran his rape murder spree in Montreal, Quebec, Canada from 1969 to 1971. He was nicknamed the Vampire Rapist because he bit the breasts on 3 of 4 of his victims. Bowden actually helped Canada and U.S. learn more about forensics dentistry, and he was the first person convicted in North America due to this research. Cheryle Odette, victim number 1. Cheryle Odette was Bowden's first victim. She was wearing red wine-colored pants, turtleneck, and a brown leather vest when they found her out back of her Dorchester Boulevard apartment complex. She was found raped and strangled with a bite mark on her breast. Strangely enough, she had no skin evidence underneath her nails, which some speculate that she was willing to the rough sex. Cheryle Odette was 20 years old, 5'2", 135 pounds. At the time of her death, Bowden lived in the apartment complex right beside hers. Cheryle was living with her friend Kenneth. Kenneth was working a night shift the night of the murder, which would cause Cheryle to become nervous, and she would have great feelings of loneliness. Cheryle would usually call Kenneth at work and sit outside where she felt mellowed enough and comfortable. Friday, October 3rd, 1969, it was 2 a.m. and Cheryle was sitting out front in one of her nervous fits. And that is where she met Bowden for the first time. She called Kenneth at 3 a.m. to tell him she had met someone, and that was the last time anyone heard from her. Kenneth called back at 5 a.m. and got no answer. Then they found her body. She was 5 weeks pregnant at the time. Marielle Archambault, victim number 2. Bowden's second victim was Marielle Archambault. Marielle was 20 years old, 5'5", and weighed 105 pounds. She was originally from Joliet, Quebec, and had moved to an apartment complex on Ontario Street. She worked at the Charbonneau Jewelry Boutique. One night at a local nightclub, she met William Bowden. She told friends later that she had been entranced by a man she met. She was picked up from work at the end of the day and introduced her new man as Bill. She met the same fate as Cheryle Odette. She was found dead in her apartment at 1:45 p.m. on Wednesday, November 26, 1969. Marielle did not come into work the following day, so her boss tried calling her. When there was no response, he went to her apartment to see if she was okay. When her boss arrived at her apartment, he got the landlady to open the door, and that is when they discovered her deceased. She was wearing brown pants and a green shirt with 3 buttons missing. Her bra and pantyhose had been torn, and she was raped, strangled, and bite marks on her breast. The room she was found in appeared to be clean and nothing disturbed. There were signs that she had put up a struggle, but not enough to identify anyone. The police found a crumpled, discarded photo which they had released to the public to see if they could get a hit on the person. It ended up not being anything but a photo of Marielle Archambault's deceased father. This murder happened only 5 weeks after Bowden killed his first victim. Janeway, victim number 3. Janeway was an attractive young woman. She was 24 years old, 4 feet 11, and weighed 110 pounds. She lived at Lincoln Street in Montreal, and she was dating a man by the name of Brian F. Caulfield, who she had only been seeing for a month. Friday, January 16th, 1970, Jane and Brian had been out at the local club until 3:15 a.m. Brian stayed for 4 hours and then he left. Brian then called Jane on Saturday, January 17th, 1970, at around 5:30 p.m. to make plans to go out at around 8 p.m. Brian showed up at Jane's apartment at around 8:15 p.m. and knocked on the door. There was no answer, so he went to go grab a drink at the local COVIN bowl. Although Jen was being attacked at that point, Brian had no idea what was even going on. Off to the bar Brian went. He then had a couple of drinks and went back to Jane's apartment at around 9:30 p.m. Brian went right into Jane's apartment to check on her, saw what he thought was her sleeping in her bed, except he couldn't wake her. Her body wasn't even cold yet, and then he realized there was a gray-blue colored wool belt wrapped around her neck. She was wearing nothing but a green bedspread, with her feet being the only thing exposed when Brian found her. Upon investigations, the cops revealed that she had no bite mark on her, and the police also found fibers in her hand, which they then determined there was definitely a struggle with the person that attacked her. Police believe that Jane knew Bowden enough that he would be allowed to enter the apartment. Bowden killed Jane 8 weeks after he killed Marielle Archambault. Wayne then left for Calgary. Elizabeth Ann Potios, victim number 4. Elizabeth Ann Potios was last seen by co-workers stopped at a red light sitting in a blue Mercedes on the night of Monday, May 17, 1971. Tuesday, May 18, 1971, Elizabeth didn't show up for work that morning. She was a high school teacher in Calgary. Elizabeth's apartment manager was called and asked to check on her. They discovered her on the bedroom floor, dead. She, like the victims before her, were raped, strangled, and this time Bowden bit her breast. Her apartment showed that she had struggled with whoever had attacked her, and when they were moving her body, they realized there was a broken cuffling beneath her. The two colleagues who told police they saw her the night before in the blue Mercedes also mentioned that the car had a distinctive bull-shaped advertising decal in the rearview mirror. One of Elizabeth's friends told police that she was dating a flashy dresser with short, well-kept hair, and that his name was Bill. Wednesday, May 19th, 1971, Wayne Clifford Bowden was arrested after some patrolman saw the blue Mercedes parked close to the crime scene, with Bowden attempting to get into the car. Bowden had told the detectives that he had moved to Calgary from Montreal a year prior to the crime, and that he was dating Elizabeth, and that the cuffling they had found was his. Although he claimed that Elizabeth was alive and well when he left that night, she was murdered. The police department was holding Bowden under suspicious that he killed Elizabeth Poitras, so they decided to investigate the bite marks on Elizabeth's breasts. The final nail in the coffin of the vampire rapists. Gordon Sean, an orthodontist in Calgary, was approached by authorities to try and see if Bowden could be identified as the killer through the bite marks on Elizabeth's breast. Canada at that time had nothing in its literature about forensics dentistry, so Gordon decided to write to the FBI for some info on the topic. Gordon received a letter from J. Edgar Hoover, the director of the FBI at the time, telling Gordon to get a hold of a man in England who had dealt with between 20 and 30 cases on this same issue. Gordon, armed with the case of Wayne Bowden's teeth, made the discovery that showed 29 points of similarity to the bite marks on Elizabeth's breasts. The evidence was strong enough to convince a jury that Wayne Clifford Bowden was guilty of murdering Elizabeth. The judge then sentenced Bowden to life in prison. Wayne Clifford Bowden was transferred to Montreal, where he admitted to the murders of the other 3 victims and denied any involvement to another murder he was suspected to, which was solved in 1994 when another man confessed to the murder. Bowden was given 3 more life sentences for the author of murders and sent to Kingston Penitentiary, where on Wednesday, February 16, 1972, he started his life behind bars. 5 years into Bowden's jail term, by now it was 1977, he was somehow granted a credit card throughout American Express. No one really understood how anyone was able to give a prisoner a credit card, but it happened. He took advantage of the card on a day pass he got somehow through Laval prison and managed to escape for 36 hours. When he was finally picked up, he was eating lunch in the Mount Royal Hotel restaurant in Montreal. 3 guards were punished, and American Express investigated into how they managed to give a credit card to a life sentence servicing prisoner. Friday, February 17th, 2006, Bowden was admitted to Kingston Regional Hospital where he was being treated for his skin cancer. Monday, March 27, 2006, Wayne Clifford Bowden had succumbed to his illness and was pronounced dead. The vampire was now dead. So, because of Wayne Clifford Bowden, North America has a better knowledge of forensics dentistry. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I am going to do my Paragames challenge number 17, which is to contact a serial killer. I am so happy to do this so I can present to you a Canadian serial killer maybe you haven't heard about. So I'm going to set up my stuff and we will get started. Okay, I got the fasten box playing.
Window.
The spirit talker said window. That's what I'm trying to do, get a window open here to add the photo of my serial killer and the names of his victims. Okay. Amanda. Let's. Okay. No, there's no Amanda. This is Wayne Clifford Borden, the vampire rapist. So now that you know his story, house. Let's see if we can contact him. Hello, spirits. I would like to speak with Wayne Clifford Borden, the vampire rapist. His first victim was Cheryle Odette. His second victim was Marielle Archambault. His third victim was Jane Way. His fourth victim, Elizabeth Ann Wave. You want to wave? Are you here, Wayne? Wayne Clifford. Wayne Clifford Borden, are you here? Wayne Clifford Borden, the rapist, are you here? Rapist murderer, I should say. That should do? I think so. But I don't think it's a title to be proud of. Do you feel guilty for what you did? Are you embarrassed? Shirley, are you here? Shirley, are you here? Relax. I'm sure that was Wayne Clifford Borden's voice. Tears. Yes, a lot of people are in tears because of this man. Elizabeth Ann, are you here? Jane, are you here? Marielle, are you here? Wayne Clifford, you are not allowed to stop these. You are not allowed to stop these ladies from speaking with me. You have no more power over them. Shirley. Sad. Yes, this is a very sad story. Shirley, are you here? Marielle, are you here? Jane, are you here? Elizabeth, are you here? Okay, now I'm going. Christy. Now I'm going to start the necrophonics. Close this down. Start the necrophonics. Hello, spirits. My name is Sandra, and I would like to talk to Wayne Clifford Borden. Is that possible? The vampire rapist. One question for you, Wayne. Why did you do this? Were you addicted? Were you addicted to doing this kind of stuff? How would you choose your victims? Shirley Odette, are you here? You are allowed to talk to me, Shirley. Marielle Archambault, are you here with me? Adam. Marielle Archambault, do you have a message for someone named Adam? Jane, wait. Are you here with me? Elizabeth Ann Portios, are you here with me? These 4 ladies are allowed to talk now. Wayne Clifford Borden has no power over you. You can tell us your story. We are here to listen. Anna. Who has a message for Anna? Hello? Elizabeth, are you here? Up? Up where? Jane, are you here? Do you have something to tell us about what happened to you? Okay. That was my 10-minute timer. Now I have to do 5 minutes blindfolded to see what happens. So I set it on 5 minutes and my blindfold is right here. I'm still going to be talking with you, spirits. I'm just going to be blindfolded. See. Yes, I won't be able to see. But I'll be able to hear you. Is that okay? You can tell us your story anyways. Okay, 5 minutes and 2 seconds. Start. Okay. Okay, spirits. I am here to listen to the victim's story. We are now in 2023. This happened in the year 1969 all the way to 1971. A lot has changed since. Are one of the victims here with me right now? Can you tell me your name? Is it Jan? Jane? Who said my name? Wayne, are you here? Assault? I think it's what it said. I'll check after. Hello? Wayne, do you remember what you did? Were you doing this out of revenge? Were you on some kind of drug when you did this? Were you on some kind of drug when you did this, or you were straight on doing it?
Agitated.
Agitated. Am I agitating you? You have to get your story out, you know. We're in 2023 now. Everyone has to know how you were. You have to stand up to what you did. I'm usually not rude with spirits, but I can't do this. So excuse my language, guys. Did you confess to all your murders? Do you know what would happen to you today if you would do that? Are you stop? You don't want to talk. If I was you, it would be the same. Are you embarrassed? Why do you stop your victims from talking to me? We're in 2023. The woman is free, you know. Shirley, was that you whispering? You can speak, Shirley. He has no more power over you. Can you tell us your story, sweet Shirley?
I can speak through this.
Yes, you can speak through this. I will hear you. This gives you a chance to say what happened to you, or say hi to a loved one. Do you miss your family, Shirley? You might be hearing the snowplow, guys.
Thank you for listening.
You are very welcome. My time's up. Oh no. Wait, let me put my glasses on. I can't see my phone. I am here still listening. Well, okay, spirits. I'm gonna come back another day and try and speak to you with a lot of more of my friends. My friends will be with me and we will try and talk to you. So thank you for communicating with me. All of the spirits, including Wayne, especially go right. Especially Wayne Clifford Borden, you are not allowed to stay here. You must go back to where you were. And for his victims, you must go back to where you were. And I will be contacting you another day and we will try and get your story out. So thank you for communicating with me. So, guys, my hair. Okay. So that was it for Paragames number 17. I think I aced it, but it was about time it finished because I'm too much how could I say, it bothers me. I am mad at that situation. I don't know. I'm very sensitive, and if I were a family member of one of these beautiful ladies, I'd be very. So I was starting to get very angry. I am sorry about that. It's just that I am a woman that you must say what you need to say, and it came out. So sorry about that. And upon that, I think I was even polite, so, but maybe not another time. I don't know. This was a case when I was doing the research. I was freaking out on like all the stories that were behind this and figuring out every time what he did and how it happened. And so it was just a touchy story for me, really touchy, considering that I have an unsolved murder in my family. So maybe it went all the way back from there. So, but anyways, I still did it. So, Amy, thank you for doing this challenge for us. I am looking forward on challenge number 18. Remember, I said it'll stop at 25, I think. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. We'll see. So, on that note, guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing for more videos like this. And I'll see you around the room somewhere.